Yo.
Welcome to part 3 of how to make custom firmware for PS3. In this video we're going to be patching the CoreOS files. So we've already got all our files that we need to patch. We've edited the VSH module files and now we're going to patch the CoreOS files. So what you want to do is open up SCE Tool again and open up your OFW files CoreOS. Now the level 0, because the loaders need to be unpacked and stuff like that, I've made a level 0 tool for that. So I'll show you how to do the level 0 in the next video, and in this video I'll just show you how to mod these 4 files. So what you're going to do is highlight these selves, copy them into SCE Tool. So just to reiterate, if you open up the command exe, to decrypt a file, if you type in SCE Tool space -d for decrypt and then let's say level 1.self, which is the file we want to decrypt, and then space and then level 1.elf, which is our output file, press enter, and then as you can see it decrypts the self file into the elf file. Right, so I'll just get rid of that. There is the decrypt all, so if you double click the decrypt all, it will automatically decrypt the files for you and delete the self versions. Okay, so now we're going to want to edit the files in a hex editor the same way we did with the VSH module. So if you open up another making custom firmware folder, okay, so if we go to patches for standard CEX custom firmware again, only this time we're going to use the CoreOS patches. So as you can see here, the SPP verifier just has the one patch, the SPU package verifier just has the one patch, and the SPU token processor just has the one patch. The level 1's got numerous patches. Now you don't have to add all these patches. I think you can actually just add the disable hash check, the system calls 182 and 183, and there's another disable hash check which I don't actually use, but the reason I use all these is because it helps with certain firmware, and it also helps, so for example, like if you have this firmware installed and you want to install 446, you don't need to use a downgrader, you can just straight install 446 without having to downgrade it. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to open up HXD and then we're going to drag these 3 into HXD and then we'll drag the level 1. Okay, so we'll start off with, what's first, the SPP verifier. Right, so first we're going to do the SPP verifier. So you do your search. So we'll search the first pattern, search for hex values, and then we'll replace it with our patch, and then we'll move over to the SPU package verifier and we'll search for the first string and then we'll patch it, then we'll move to the SPU token processor, search for the string, and then we'll patch it. Okay, so as I say, the level 1's a little bit different because there's a few more. It is the same principle. It's just searching, finding, and then replacing. Same thing here. Okay. Oh, hang on. Paste right. Don't forget it's always paste right. Search for the next string. Keep doing that for some reason. Oh, paste insert. If you do mess up, that's good that I did that. You can just click on edit and then go to undo. So I messed up on this one. Search, find that pattern, copy, paste right that patch. I'll just go through all of them. I was just going to do the first one, but I thought we might as well just go through all of them anyway. There we go. Just 2 more left. And I did it again. Paste right. As you see, because we've got all the files open, when you go to search, it's still searching for hex values and it's still searching for all. But when you close the program and then reopen it, you'll have to change the hex values and then to all. There we go. Right, and then put the last patch in. Right, so once we put the last patch in, you can close the text document, close it with the red square, save changes, yes, 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 yes. Right, so as you can see, we've got our back files again, so we're going to get rid of our back files. And we've got, in fact, I'll show you again, just so that we can reiterate on it. So basically, you'll have your file signings for SCE tool, got the core OS and the VSH module. So we've got the core OS. So you're not going to need the level 0 because the way the patcher works, the patcher signs everything for you. Again, you can use the resign core OS and that will resign them all, but it's best to just do it manually because you get used to using SCE tool. Once you get used to using SCE tool, then you can start using automated patches and stuff like that. So let's open up level 1, select all, and don't in fact I'll show you that after. Right, paste that. Okay. As you can see, then it's encrypted the ELF file with the signature, and then it's given us the self file. So the only thing that changes again is the self app version. Now my signatures may be slightly different to someone else's. It's not a problem. For example, like if you don't put the control flags in, I think they automatically set for certain files. Again, with the individual self seeds, I think that if you don't put it in the signature, I think it automatically adds it for certain ones. That could just be a different SCE tool version, but if you do add that into the signature, it's not a problem. So you're better off to be safe than sorry. You've got the key revision it's signed with, which gives it its authentication. You've got its authentication ID, which tells it where it's meant to run. So you can't sign a VSH module file with this authentication. So this authentication here is SPP verifier. So if you sign a module file with that, then the PlayStation won't allow it to run. So select all, copy that, press enter, close that down, next one, select all, copy, enter. Last one, select all, copy, paste, enter. Right, okay, so once all the files are signed, once all the files are signed, you can open up your custom firmware files and open up the Core OS folder and take just the self files. So just highlight the self files and we'll drag them over there. So these are our modded files ready for the custom firmware. And then we'll clean the folder because it's always good practice to be tidy. Right, so that's the Core OS without the level 0. So in the next video I'll show you how to mod the level 0.